Hey riders, and boom, it's that time. Team GRC, Sunday short race, coming at you from Inside Cycling World. You got Colin here, your loyal, dedicated commentator. Yeah, I almost jumped in this one late. So what time we got here? Yeah, doing laundry, things in the morning. It's not Sunday morning here, obviously. Been outside, getting some hot summer weather coming up. More importantly, we got the Sunday short race. Secondly, we've got stage 9 of the Tour de France, the gravel stage. Not really sure how that's going to turn out. They've done this before. They've done some gravel segments. This one's a bit more different because I think it's like more intervals of it, shorter segments, kind of like the cobbles, I believe. So you're on the roads, cobbles, roads, but just throw gravel in instead. Okay, so what do we got going on here? Let's have a quick peek. Riders, I've only got 30 seconds here. Last time I looked, we had 66 riders registered. Let's see how many ladies are showing up today. Let's get the ladies racing. Perfect. We got 4 ladies showing up. Purple Bengal, MSV3V, Oriele, and this one's a new one to me, Predag. Brand new rider to me, jumping back. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, turn that off. See if I can load the map right away. Let's get the map loading as everyone takes off. And there you go. So now we got the wrap. Look at how quickly it spreads out. Someone just took a rocket start off the front. Who is that? Could it be Nobby Styles? It's John, SR71. It could be anyone, really. Although it was a yellow circle, and you can see beside John's name there. If you're ever wondering when you're riding, looking at the profile, maybe the leaderboards, who's who, and if you bounce back between the map, everyone has their own individual color. Now, they're not all unique. They'll repeat, obviously. But you can see beside the names. So let's say we take a look at, we're going to look at Ben here. Ben's got this red circle beside his name. And if you look over on the leaderboard here, you can see Ben here, who's in 7th place at the moment, has a red border around his name. Don Mateo has a yellow. Sonny 15's back. Haven't seen Sonny for quite a while. Great to see them. Hey, Shunnick's here. Fingers crossed for Shunnick today. He had terrible disconnects last week during the, I guess that's still this week, isn't it? Last Thursday at the Muckers race, he had a horrendous disconnect. Was in the front group. I'm going to say probably going to be a top. Very easily could win the race, but you know, when you've got 10 of some of the best riders on Rouvy sprinting, anything can happen in 0.1 of a second. So let's just say a top 10 rider all the time, especially in those big sprints. Okay, we got Spin Jedi here. Here's another favorite of mine for today. Sonny 15 should be up there. Ben will be up there for sure. Just trying to look through the names here. Let's do a little bounce back here. See how many people actually showed up on a Sunday in the peak of summer. What is it today? July 7th. July 7th, Calgary Stampede is in full effect right now, folks. So right now, we have 56 riders. Here's Rama. Rama's out, training, going to dominate the Rouvy world soon. He's going to have to maybe ease off the analyzer a little bit to focus more on training. But we appreciate everything Rama does. Yeah, use the analyzer, folks. Use the right bike. And go from there. Speaking of which, Rama does not look like he is using the right bike. It looks like he's on the Rouvy bike today. Should probably be on the Propel or the Madone or the Cervelo for this one. This happens, you know, when you've been doing different rides with different bikes or you've changed your outfit sometimes. Got Nini here. Rod, check. Although rocking the Brazilian flag. Melk. Dirk is chasing after Tony Yeager. Minorel. Minorel. Okay. Roland 66. And Mison. Here's Predag. It's one of our ladies riders right here. Looks like a Czech rider. Bumping up. Des Dyer chasing hard after Palito 777. Who's chasing Eat More Cake. Up the road we got Luke Van Jones, We got Jills. Jills is back. Jills is back. Jills has been off the bike for quite a while, I think. I think he made a comment in the Discord. Don't forget to join the Discord channel. Links up above on the main page of Inside Cycling World channel. Click the link. Jump in with us. Lots of laughs. Lots of memes. Lots of gifs. Lots of encouragement. Lots of training tips. Lots of mechanical tips. We got Clyde 235 here. This is Hillbilly. Hillbilly, stick with Jill's here. Jill's pushing hard today. Let's see how he's going to ride today. I think Jill said he was off the bike a week. I could be wrong about that, but let's just say he was. These kind of rides, you'll go out on them, and your brain is saying, "Yeah, I can easily push 4 watts a kilo all the way," and then your body tells you within 15, 20 minutes, "Now you're going to push 3 today, 2.8." I saw we just had a late joiner here. Who's joining in? E. We got E here. Level 16 rider. Hey, last week too, I noticed there was a brand new rider. I think it was last week. Maybe it was Muckers. A level 1 rider. And actually, I think it was Muckers. So my thing now is to look for people like, look at this rider here. Only a level 9. Level 9 doesn't take long to get to. So I like to jump around and see all the new riders that don't even know what they're getting themselves into. Nelly 68. Kekopolka, just up the road with Robo Sapien. I know I've seen Robo Sapien before. This rider was here last week. Polish rider, Zabizik, 67. Starsky, Jeff, 65. Hey, Jeff, back again. Ilse, maybe. Here is another ladies rider, MSV3V, chasing Tuna Tornado, G Sealan, Purple Bengal. Aha. This is going to be the battle of the ladies right here. Although I think there's one other ladies rider out here. We need to find. Here's Peter Buellen. Saw Peter last week. New rider. Inandi 86. Been around Rouvy, I'd say, for at least the winter. Rocket, usual. Look at these GRC riders here in formation. Looking resplendent in the GRC jersey. If I can say that. Gidgar. Haven't seen Gidgar in a while. Hey, Gidgar. Got Roger here. Rocking the Trek Madone. Everyone's, look at this. Let's check out the bike. So Trek Madone, Trek Madone, Trek Madone. Let's bump up a little bit. It's bouncing around a lot, isn't it? Thomas Linz here. Trek Madone for GTZR 3000. And then it looks like Thomas is riding. It's hard for me to tell at this point. Too many riders nearby. Let's bump up to Bashak in 14th place here. Riding alongside Ben. Ben is on Trek Madone. Bashak. Okay, so that's the Giant Propel. That's probably my favorite bike. Trek Madone and the Giant Propel, very, very similar. I think they have the same aero and weight stats. Very close anyways. I think in reality they're within 100 grams, a couple hundred grams of each other. It's not going to make a huge difference. Maybe on some of the downhills. The Cervelo is really good too. It's a bit heavier, I believe. Okay, so let's jump back to map mode here. Got our front group. Okay, so is there really that much of a gap? So first, okay, so Bashak. Let's see how big this front group is. Okay, front group is 14 riders at the moment. 2 ride, 8 live. Gier Kip, Don Mateo, Jetro, Sonny 15, Mark J, new rider to me, pushing nice and hard here. 5 watts a kilo, looks like a 65 kilogram rider. Another new rider here, we got Bruno Lapierre, 64, from France. Lightweight, 55 kilograms perhaps. Yep, riding 4 watts a kilo, 220 watts, quick math. You know this rider, we saw them Thursday, we've seen them a few times now. BKRAP, I just call this rider Biker from the US. Let's see what they're doing here. Looks like about a 65 kilogram rider. 65 kilogram rider, pushing 6 watts per kilo all the way up this hill. Who's going to hang with him? Mark J says, yeah, no problem, dude. No problem. Mark J pushing hard. Shunik, really strong rider here. Love watching this guy ride. He's got a great attitude as well. Commented in the YouTube. I was trying to give him some tips. He's like, hey, man, as long as I'm riding, it's all good. There's always the next race. Like, just get back on the bike, do it again. It's just technology. No technology's perfect. How many times does your Wi-Fi just shut down through the day? How many times does some stupid thing go on your car. It just happens. And what we're doing on here, we're trying to sync all these people up from all around the world using Wi-Fi, with interference on internet that's probably overloaded half the time. And that does really happen. You know, there's a town nearby called Three Hills. They had a car show probably about a month ago. And like the population goes from like 2,000 to 10,000 for that weekend. There's so many people there for this. I guess it's called like a show and shine. They have drag races. And the guy there was telling me that he says you basically can't even make a cell phone call because the cell tower there is so overloaded by everyone trying to use it. So you got to think about that. So I guess my point here is that I'm just trying to say stuff gets overloaded. Servers get overloaded. There's maintenance, things like that. So that's where some of the disconnects where come. Shunnick doing a great job here. Yes. Excellent. Mark J looking strong too. Then we got Jerkip. So new rider to me. Another Finnish friend here. 70 kilogram rider. 70 kilogram rider here. We got Antonin P3. Czech rider. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah, probably about just sub 70 kilogram rider. Maybe right on 70. Just falling back a bit. So the climb now has just completely obliterated the race. But here comes Ben. This is Ben's domain right here. Lighter weight rider should be able to pull himself back up now. Get the revs going. Look at Ben go. Decked out in the yellow. Spectacular. Biker AP hanging as well. We've got Bruno Lepierre. Okay, so Bruno's a lightweight. Very pesky. 50 something kilogram rider. Spin Jedi's here. Looking sharp. 8th place at the moment. Just, less than 100 meters back to the front. Don Matteo chasing Spin Jedi. Jetro, Team GRC here. Yep, Jetro is here with 2 ride, 8 live. Let's take a look at the map mode here now. So you can see how it's split up. So yeah, here's all those unique colors. Not unique. Every rider has their own color. So right now Shunnick is the red. Mark J also gets a red. JRKP was a green who's actually hidden, so they must be just catching up. Take a look at this rider. This yellow dot will be Biker AP. And actually they're hidden too. There's Bruno. Antonin's right there as well. So when you click on the rider, their bubble actually disappears there. So it's easier for me to just talk about them. Yeah, so Spin Jedi is right here. So yeah, this hill is just destroying the field at the moment. So we're going to be going up the profile here, climbing all the way, little flat section in the middle. You're going to kick again. Now, I think this part right here, take a look at the bottom of the screen on the profile. That bottom part right there is going to be crucial because if you can get up over that first and get on this stuff, you're gone. You are gone. At the halfway point, there'll be only 8 kilometers left to go. Let's get back to this. Who's at the front? We got Mark J and Shunnick side by side, shoulder to shoulder with JKRP, like I said, catching up with them. Strong riders. Ben clawing his way back with Biker AP. Yeah, stick with him, Ben. This guy's a good rider too. He's on the Trek Monda here. I like the paint scheme on that one. And Ben is on the Madone. Let's see what Biker AP here is doing. BKR AP. There's another way we can say it, but I just went with Biker. Okay, yeah, this is the 5 to 6 watt per kilo climbing group. Biker AP 6.5, 8 watts per kilo here now. Just give it an extra dig of power over the top, getting onto the downhill. Let's get to the front here and see what's going to happen. So these 3 are together. There's a couple. They could attack here and try to get away from each other. I don't think it's going to happen here. Let's see how they push here. Mark J, 5. Shunnick, almost 7 watts per kilo up this bump. No one's letting each other go at this point. So they're going to be on the flats. Let's bounce back through the field. Eddie, DN, 7-1. 2 ride, 8 live. Bashak, 12th place, moved up 2 positions at the moment. Bashak representing the Clydes. So he's in 12th. He's in 10th. He should be able to get a little bit of speed going through the flats. Last climb and then use the big hitter numbers on the flats and the downhill. Jetro, Sawney 15. Hey, Hawkeye 77 just stopped, taking a little break, side of the road. Not a big deal, coming back. Cameron Lee's here, just catching with Hawkeye. Paceline G coming up with GTZR. We've got Peter Otruba here. Anandi. Roger in the GRC jersey today. Awesome. With SR71. John. Gidgar 69. Like I said, I haven't seen Gidgar for a while, but they're back. Nobby Styles is here. Zibizik. I'm trying to keep it on the front. Okay, guys. We're going to head back to the front here because they're hitting that last key kick. This is where it's going to go off here. If you can drop them here, like this next little segment, it kicks up, it levels off, it kicks again. They're just going to be trying to like wear each other out here. This is like a war of attrition here right now. Let's see what happens. JKRP is Jerkip is 7 meters back. They're doing okay. Get back in there. Will there be any more kicks? It's basically, if you don't leave them now, you're saying, I'm ready for a sprint finish. We've got Biker AP currently riding solo in 4th place chasing, followed by Ben, only 35 meters back. 127 meters back to Antonin, Don Matteo, Spin Jedi, Bruno Lepierre. They're all here. Bounce back another few hundred meters. We're at Jetro, 2 Ride 8 Live, Bashak, Eddie, DN71. What do I know about Eddie? I don't know a lot about Eddie. Eddie here, 60, 65 kilogram rider perhaps. Let's take a look. Who is stuck? Ricky Bobby, stuck on the start chute. Ooh, feel bad for Ricky here. I know he's had some disconnect issues, and hopefully this doesn't totally turn him off racing. Randall, YYJ. Canadian. Which one's YYJ? YYJ. I don't know where that is. That's not Winnipeg, is it? Calgary's YYC. C, as in Colin. Inside Cycling World, don't forget. Melk. Going to ride up the field here a little bit. Okay, so at the front, let's see what's going off here now. Okay, so all three are together. Jerkip's trying to get on the descent first. So we've already bounced down a little bit of a flatter section, and then we're going to start bombing downhill, probably like 7-8% gradient in the negative, heading down. We're in the just about 2% downhill right now. You know, so a slightly heavier rider here will have a little bit of an advantage. It's really interesting to watch sometimes. If you really study the watts per kilo output, that's how I keep mine a lot. I think I said during a video through the week, when you're riding with someone else to see how they're trying to work against you or with you, probably the FTP is better, I think now. I'm going to start using that a bit more. Probably be good for the video too, just to show people how it shows up. So you can see when someone's going hard. You can see when they're just kind of slacking or taking a break. So yeah, we are bombing downhill here. This is like 13, 14% downhill. Probably so steep they're all going to stick together. Yeah, because we're maxed out speed now, they're all together. So no one's going to be able to break away from each other here. So now it's going to come down to who's going to be able to put out the highest, probably absolute power. Not watts per kilo, absolute power on the flat. Now, it is downhill till probably around here. If you look at the profile where my mouse pointer is, it's going to be just false flatty negative heading down through here, like, 1%, maybe not even that. So all still together. Let's take a look back here. Yep. So back to Ricky Bobby, full disconnect. Sorry, Ricky. Randall, YYJ. Okay, I got to look that up, folks. As we watch the races here, YYJ area code. Let's see what we got. YYJ. Airport. Maybe it's Victoria. It is. It's Victoria. So great. Victoria. YYJ. Am I right? Yeah, Victoria Airport. So the Victoria Airport's in Saanich. It's right outside of Sydney by the Sea. That's where my mommy lives. Sydney by the Sea. Which is basically just Victoria. Let's call it that. Okay. So we got a rider from Victoria here. Great to have them. It's Randall _ YYJ. Bouncing up, we got Rod Check here. We're just going to skip up through the field. Minnan and Arel, level 9 rider, probably our newest rider here. Nope, check this out, Starsky. Starsky and Hutch, classic 70s. Basically horrible television when you look back at it now, but that's all we had at the time. Starsky cruising up, only a level 6. This rider could be on Rouvy for like a week. So new to it. Clyde 235's here. Oriel E. Lukey Van Jones. Jeff 65. Tony Yeager. Just going to skip up. Peter Joe. I think I saw Peter Joe earlier this week. I'm going to look for some new names. Gitgar. Okay, we got Gitgar there. Here's Purple Bengal. Really good climber. Right here. Riding with, who is it? We got Purple Bengal and MSV3V. These two ladies are sticking together. They are who's going to be the top female rider today. Zabizik, Cameron Lees, Thomas Lynn, Peter Bulin, Sonny 15. Moving up, Spin Jedi. Let's get to the front. What's going on? We got Mark J from the UK. We got Shunik from Poland. And we got Jerkit from Finland. International affair here today, folks. Going for the sprint finish coming up. Side topic here. I'm working on a couple things here at home. I think I'm going to move my entire bike setup and all that stuff into the basement. I've got a nice little area for it. And the primary reason for that is I think I'm going to start using the camera more. I got a few ideas how to use. Like I think I'm even going to have a camera on just for this kind of stuff. So you know I'm not just some AI generated voice. Man, this would be really good AI. Or really bad. Depends how you look at it. So, you know, put a face to the name, that type of thing. And then I thought it'd be really good for, and I have done this before. I used to stream on Twitch. I used to have a camera on as I worked out. But the Twitch studio I thought it was really good because I do everything on my laptop. So I could have Rouvy running, I could have the comment section open, and I could see the camera to see how crazy I looked or how psychotic I looked as I was riding my bike. Twitch Studio, I spent yesterday getting logged back in, tweaking things up, reinstalling it. They don't support it anymore as of May 30th, 2024. So Twitch Studio is not even going to work for me. So I do have OBS on board. I've had it the whole time. The problem is with OBS, you need a second monitor set up because when you're doing a full screen app, if you bounce back and forward, you shut one down. So if I want to go take a look at the OBS stream settings, monitor from the other one. I can't look at all on one screen is what I'm saying, I guess. You need two set up. One running your app with your comments and stuff. So the app being Rouvy. And the other one would be like, hey, this is what's going on. Here's the analytics. Here's how the feed streams. So I'm working on that too. I do have a backup computer downstairs. Backup monitor. Don't know. Could probably buy a nice little cheap TV. Don't need a huge one. Just like a 27-inch. And that'd be perfect. And then it's going to clear my bike out of this room. So anyways, working on that. I think it could add a lot of fun to it. I've got some really cool adventure rides planned. I've got one I don't even want to tell anyone about yet because I think it'll be really neat if I can do it. Shunik going on the attack here. Take a look at this. Was just pushing 12, 13 watts per kilo. He's gone. He used that last little kick there. That one right there. He is gone. Jerkip is chasing at 10 watts per kilo. Shunik 150 meters from the finish. Shout out to Shunik. You did it, dude. Awesome job. Vengeance for Shunik. Mark J finishing strong in third as well. Okay, so let's take a look at the bottom here. Watch this last little orange blip. Looks like it's only about 300 meters from the finish. We got 5, 6, 7 riders here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 riders here. Don Matteo, Spin Jedi, Ben, and Antonin P3. So that little bump has started now. We're going up this bump. Attack now. There goes Antonin, 9 watts per kilo. Off the front, Spin Jedi reacting. Don Matteo reacting now too. Everyone's pushing 7 to 9 watts per kilo through here. Just like a sheer horsepower, rev session to the finish line now. Less than 200 meters to go. It is too close to call. This will definitely be a photo finish here. 11, 10, 9 watts per kilo. It's all almost 12 from Don Matteo there. Spin Jedi coming across there as well. We're going to see this go off again. So Eddie, Bashak is here. 2 ride, 8 live. Jetro, attack on the bump. So I'm just going to look at the video for a bit here so I can see the other groups. So the bump, okay, we're going up now. Now is when the attacks start. They're going to start winding it up. This is when you got to go. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go. Bashak pushing 6 watts per kilo up over the top here. Getting away right now. Just putting a little gap. Eddie's reacting. Eddie DN71 reacting to Bashak's move. Bashak letting off. Probably getting geared up for the last little push here. Okay. I saw Bashak's power drop off there. Probably had a little gear. There he goes. There he goes. 10 watts per kilo over the shoulder. His power dropped again though too. I'm not sure what's going on with Bashak here. Is he going to hold on for this? Excellent. Think there might have been a little bit of a mechanical issue there for Bashak. Something was happening. His power was like up and down all over the place. Bashak's power is real deal. Sony by themselves, 13th position. Lucky 13. No one to sprint against here. So Sony doesn't have to dig 9, 10 watts per kilo right here. So this little bump here, you better be digging at 9, 10 watts per kilo if you're planning on dropping people. As we witnessed by Bashak just before, Team GRC all the way. Peter Buellen coming in here solo. Thomas Lynn looking good. GRC, thank you Thomas. We're going to bounce back to, here's our next sprint session coming right here, folks. Here it is. People that like to smash themselves to oblivion. Right here. They're all here. We've got a bunch of them. We have got a bunch. Oh my. It's this blob right here. This blob right here. I'm going to try. This is going to be hard. 1, 2, 3, 5. There's 6 riders there. 8. There could be, so 25th through 15th. Yeah, 25th through 16th are all right here. They're all here. So they're going to start swooping down you. So you need to carry speed downhill here and then start the attack on the uphill. Purple Bengal, hitter, hill hitter for sure. What's Purple Bengal going to pull out here? MS3V is right there as well. Paceline G. Zabizik. Thomas Lynn's just up the road, 150 meters ahead. Okay, there goes SR71 pushing 7 watts per kilo. Paceline reacts with 7. If you can get the acceleration first here, you could be gone. Paceline G coming back at 9.5, 10 watts per kilo. There goes Anandi. Anandi coming over the shoulder of SR71. Paceline G will take this sprint from everyone. Anandi coming in, then SR71. Just a huge group. Cameron Lees comes in. Hawkeye 77, Purple Bengal. Let me get back here. GTZR 3000 is riding solo, so found themselves probably bridged away from a group earlier. Then we're going to have Gitgar riding solo. G Sealan. Here we got Rocket 72 and Robosapien. So we know these other 3 riders are ahead. I'm watching their numbers. I'm seeing if anyone's gaining. The race is almost over. With 500 meters to go, you're not going to pick up 100 meters on someone. So we're going to hang out with these little sprint groups for now. So they're on the attack. Coming up over the hill. Now these 2 are playing it a little bit. Oh no, as I was just about to say it, Rocket just dropped 7 watts per kilo. Got an instant little gap. 5-6 meter gap on Robo. So Robo is chasing hard right now. Holding, no, Rocket's holding well as 6-7 meter gap. Can Robo come over the shoulder? They're matching each other's power. So it should be Rocket at the finish with Robo Sapiens, like, 0.2 of a second behind, something like that. Nobby Styles, here's Andrew Styles coming in solo, 31st place. Still pushing really nice power here. Nobby does not mess around. Then we got Peter Joe and Roland. Hey, Roland. So I don't know if I've seen Roland yet today. Roland 66 and Peter Joe. So I've seen Peter Joe before. I'm sure of it. Roland 66 looks like a brand new rider to me. Obviously not to Rouvy, level 45 rider. They're coming to the finish now. Are they going to duel it out to the finish? Roland says, yeah, I think I want this. A little quick 7 watt per kilo burst and gone. Peter reacts with 10 watts per kilo as well and might have caught him at the finish line. I think Peter Joe caught him. I'm going to look that one up after. Jill's coming in now. Oop. I missed a few riders there with... Yeah, Tony Yeager just came across the finish. Here's Ilse. We saw this rider earlier. We've got Jeff, 65. Lukey Van Jones chasing after Jeff. Here's a group. We've got Clyde and Aurelie. So we are pretty spread out here today, folks. I think I'm going to watch Clyde come in. Here's Mineral. Like some people, that hill really hurt a lot of people. Here's Dirk SH. Must have been a late starter. I don't remember this name from earlier. And we still got Randall from Saanich. I think they call it North Saanich. Sydney by the Sea. It's ahead of my mom for me. So let's just hang out. Clyde, this is Hillbilly, part of our Discord. Don't forget, join the Discord. So yeah, I'm working on some little things here at home, tweaking them. But in the meantime, I need to do this. I also need to do my own ride today. I also got a ton of gardening outside to do today. It's beautiful here. We're getting some real summer weather. It's in the Celsius. It's going to be this next week 25 to I think up to 35 degrees Celsius. Of course, we get a heat warning. I don't believe it. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy the summer. Enjoy the plus 35. Sweat a little bit because next winter when it's minus 44, you'll be wishing it was this warm again. Enjoy the heat when you can. So Clyde and Aurelie coming up the last little bump here. What's going to go down here? Clyde's probably able to push a lot more power, absolute numbers, but Aurelie could be a lightweight and counterattack on this little bit of a climb. So what is Aurelie going to do? So Aurelie's putting out a lot less absolute power, but, on those climbs. Okay, so Clyde's giving her. Clyde says, I'm going for it now. So Clyde's going to finish in 40th place. Aurelie coming in 41st. Great job. Then we're going to have Palito. We're going to just bounce through Starsky and Mison. Okay, again, new rider to me. But yeah, look at Starsky, level 6 rider. Great job. Kekapolka, taking a little bit more reserved, relaxed ride today. They've probably been, these are all my Euro friends and some North American friends too. They love the soccer, so they've been going soccer crazy for the last few days. If I see it, I turn away, to be honest. Don't really care at all about it. It's probably how some people think about hockey, and that's fine. It's just not my thing. Eat More Cake is riding with Predag. Another ladies rider from Czech Republic. And we've had a disconnect from Biker. So Biker was in 5th place at one point. Had a really bad disconnect here. And we're going to have Eat or Ite. Mino Roel, that's a hard name. There's another guy, his name is Malanoel. Used to ride with the Muckers all the time. Kind of the same thing, and it's just hard for me to say. And Des Dyer. Des putting in the miles. Milk. Randall. Rama. So yeah, Rama again. Check out the analyzer, folks. It's so good to use. I love the people that do a little bit extra. Rama definitely has compiling all that data, figuring it all out. I don't even know how he does it really, but do I use it all the time? No, but sometimes I'll be like, yeah, what is going to be the best bike for this one? Like looking at this course, you might think, I need a climbing bike for those hills. No, you need probably an aero bike for the flats before and after, and the hill's not that hard. So the heavier aero bike is not going to kill you on that hill. It's not the best bike to have for it, but the advantage you're going to gain on the downhill, the flats at the end and the flats at the beginning, way offset the gains by a pure climbing bike. So that's what you use the Rouvy Analyzer for. It's a really good app. Anyway, folks, lots to do today. I'm really hoping the other computer downstairs is still good to go. And hopefully I can spice up the videos a little bit. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, we'll see you soon. Thanks, bye.